my name is Carrie Miser, and I am the author of Cinderella Stories Around the World. Today I'm going to tell you about my book and why I think that you should read it. To start off, many people think that Cinderella is simply a story about evil stepsisters, an evil stepmother, and a poor overworked girl. However, many people don't recognize is that cultures all around the world have different Cinderella tales. Many people don't know about them because they only think of the generic Cinderella story that comes to mind. However, my book goes through 4 different cultures and their Cinderella tales. The first one that is in my book is the French fairy tale of Cinderella that talks about Cinderella, who has evil stepsisters and an evil stepmother. However, she is actually fortunate enough to have a fairy godmother who turns her stuff to magic, and she's able to go to the ball. When she loses her glass slipper, she must find it in order to find happiness and true love in the end. The next story in my book is a story of Burnt-Faced Girl, which is about a Micmac tribe in North America. This story is Cinderella, who is burnt-faced because her sisters burn her with coal in the face and make her not beautiful on the outside. However, burnt-faced must find her inner beauty to find happiness within herself and happiness with others in the end to find true love. The third story is a Chinese fairy tale called Yang Shane. Yang Shane is a girl with evil stepsisters and an evil stepmother. However, she does have a best friend who is a fish. The fish gives her magical shoes and allows her to go to the ball with those magical shoes. She finds a prince, but when she loses those magical shoes, she will never see her fish friend again. The last story is an Egyptian tale with Cinderella named Rhodopis. Rhodopis is an Egyptian girl who is stolen by pirates and sold as a slave. She is overworked and many of the other slaves envy her for her beauty. One day when the ruler gives her beautiful pink and red shoes, she goes down to the river to play with the animals. When a falcon swoops up and steals her shoe, she has to find her shoe in order to find true love. These 4 stories go over just 4 different cultures in the world and different Cinderella tales, and many people don't realize that there are still many more cultures throughout the world. The reason that I think it is high quality is because that the text and illustrations are definitely ethnically appropriate. Even though the text is very strong, I do believe that the illustrations tell its story itself. These illustrations are very informational and allow the reader to see deep into the culture and the countries and see the different tales on different sides of other people. One thing that is very interesting about this book is in the back there's actually a glossary. I put this in here because I knew that children would have trouble with some of the words from different cultures because they are not familiar with them. For example, on page 14 of Burnt-Faced Girl, a passage reads, "The next day, the widower's 2 older daughters went to the chief's wigwam. Little Burnt-Face wanted to go, but she had nothing to wear but rags." In the back, in the glossary, you can find wigwam, and it says a hut made of poles covered with bark, leaves, and animal skins. Just reading this will help the reader truly understand what a wigwam is, and throughout the story there are many words like that are able to find right here in the glossary. If you do read this book and you do enjoy it, I would highly suggest my 3 other books that are structured the exact same, but with different cultures and different countries. And they're also not Cinderella stories, they are Snow White, Rapunzel, or Little Red Riding Hood. If you do not like traditional or fairy tale books, I wouldn't highly recommend my book. However, if you read it, I definitely think you would change your mind. Thank you for listening, and I hope you read my book.